Hello, this is Gaming Spider 19. Hey, what is going on, guys?
Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Gaming Spider 19.
It's Gaming Spider 19 here. This is Gaming Spider 19 here.
Hey, what is going on, guys?
This is Gaming Spider 19 here.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Gaming Spider here.
Hello everyone and welcome to my new channel named The Webbed Wires.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game. This is something that I think about a lot. When Minecraft was just starting to gain popularity, I was a very timid person when it came to almost everything. Foods, trips, toys, television, you name it. If, on the surface, it looked somewhat unfamiliar or scary, it wasn't for me. We had new technology, big, groundbreaking games being published left and right, and there was no room for some 16-bit game like Minecraft. But after receiving some recommendations from friends, and even my mom, I downloaded the demo and broke that barrier for the first time in my life. I felt free. I could explore this world at my own pace. Nobody telling me what to do, where to go. I could just walk to where I wanted and do what I wanted whenever I wanted. It was a type of liberty that I had never experienced before in a game. Starting out, I had no clue what to do. I wanted to save materials at all cost, which meant that creating a workbench was a waste of 4 wooden planks. My house was made of dirt. I had natural light bleeding in and an open door for people to walk in and out of. It was right between the world border and a hill. Life was perfect in my little dirt mansion, and I didn't want anything more. That was until someone showed me their wooden sword. I immediately rushed to the internet for answers on how to craft. Then it turned into questions about what a hoe can do, where to find seeds, how to make glass, what a furnace does. And very quickly I started to learn, and I had fun doing so. I remember having my first garden in the back of my dirt mansion. I never knew when my wheat would finish growing, so every time I saw progress, I broke it hoping I would get something back. And eventually, I did. But gardening and crafting only did so much, and at some point, I started wanting more out of the game, which is when I stumbled upon the great world of YouTube. YouTube was this crazy beast I had never seen before. I watched a lot of television before, but not like this. These were people who were passionate for making videos, people who did this for fun and wanted to share their creativity with the world, to send a message and inspire more to do something they love. This was the first video I can remember watching. It was a video by OMG Chad that went over 3 fun ways to trap your friends. I was blown away by the amount of effort he had put into his channel. His setup, his editing, his personality. He loved what he did, and I loved it too.
Trap your friends, grab their stuff, and landmines that detonate instantly.
I started watching more and more YouTubers after him, and it quickly became my main form of video entertainment. YouTubers such as Stampy, Popular MMOs, and Sunday quickly snuck in as big influences in my life. So, I bought my first Xbox 360 and tried to be just like them. My first video was uploaded to this very channel. I talked about what I wanted to do with the channel, and just 1 day later, I uploaded my first gameplay video, inspired by the person who originally opened up my eyes to YouTube, OMG Chad. I pretty much took one of his ideas in that video, put it into my own, and called it a day. But it had plot. I had actually put effort into it and pulled my sister away to play as a second character in my video. If you're all wondering where the G-Spider lore started, it started with this video. Past that, I started creating more videos and really tried to ramp up the video quality. I had grander ideas, I started getting people onto my videos, and I was finally able to prop up my little iPod Touch on a couple books and a swivel chair for a somewhat stable video. I was also able to bring these videos to my mom, where she would help me edit them and add some extra personality. Yes, this is an actual clip in one of my videos, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Around here is when I started playing the game differently. The base version of Minecraft was fun and all, but I wanted to create my own YouTube series. So, I started joining other people's worlds and building connections. I started off small, really just playing other people's games. Some Hunger Games here, some Skyblock there. I enjoyed it. But there were some games that just didn't work on Xbox 360 that I wanted to play. You needed plugins, constantly online servers, a massive player base. Yeah, it was difficult. but my friends and I pulled it off successfully. We were able to make our own faction servers. It was just like the ones you would find on YouTube, just with a couple extra rules. It wasn't just factions that we did though. We made our own Hunger Games maps, our own Sky Wars games, even some custom-made mini-games like Super Smash Bros. Inside of Minecraft, and a few endurance-based challenges. And after logging in to play so many times, I started to notice all these little details in the game that made it so special. Some were hidden very well, and some were right in front of you. My friends were the first to hop on. I remember begging my mom to go to GameStop to pick up this game, just to see if I even liked it, and I loved it. Tens of hundreds of hours sunk into this game, with crazy items that supposedly had to be hacked into the game. It felt like playing Minecraft for the first time again. I felt free, everything was new again, so I kept going. Game after game, I kept feeling like things were new. Things were fresh. It wasn't Minecraft again. It was a love for gaming. Appreciation for the bigger titles like Halo while still giving just as much love to indie titles such as Castle Crashers. If it wasn't for this little message right here, discovering my love for indie games early may not have happened. I could have just given up on Minecraft and that was the end of it. But after playing all these other games, revisiting Minecraft felt different. Sure, it was still the same game I sunk my life into, but I was able to appreciate it under a new light. I was able to understand it a little better and navigate the world slightly differently, while keeping my mind open to new ideas. Around this time is when I dived deeper into YouTube. The platform was changing and so was I. I slowly started to drift away from these three channels I was hyper fixated on and move closer towards people with bigger ideas. YouTubers like Grian, Mumbo Jumbo, Technoblade, and Woofless. I was able to appreciate the first generation of channels I watched, but I grew out of them and wanted something more. These new channels felt much more relaxing and comforting. All their videos felt familiar to each other, yet brought new ideas to the table each time. They all felt relatable. They all loved what they did, and they all had big ideas that seemed impossible to achieve. They inspired and encouraged me even more to do what I loved, which was creating videos and creating these big ideas I had. And it felt like the only way to take my next step into creating videos was to get a laptop. So, I did. This was my pride and joy right here. This was my gaming machine and my video editor. Looking back at it, this was definitely the definition of he doesn't know any better and he doesn't need any better. But I loved this laptop. It was perfect for what I needed it to do. And best of all, I could finally play the definitive version of Minecraft, Java Edition. I could install mods, join servers, create proper redstone machines, or even make my own server. It was great. I hopped onto almost every server I had ever seen on YouTube. But of all those servers, I got hooked on Cosmic PvP and Hypixel first. It was everything I had ever wanted playing Minecraft. I felt free again, but like I was given too much power this time. It felt too open. It felt like I could do anything, but too much of anything can also lead to discomfort, boredom, or just overall being overwhelmed with options. So I quickly dropped a lot of the modded stuff I had, all the complicated servers, and stuck to what I originally got hooked on. I started playing Cosmic PvP on YouTube, I played Hypixel by myself a lot, and then I continued to play normal survival with friends and family. I still played on my Xbox 360 occasionally, but after receiving an Xbox One for Christmas, the power button was clicked less and less. Java Edition was now my main form of playing Minecraft. I would sit behind the screen for hours. I'd pull all-nighters sometimes and do nothing but Minecraft. I'd sit back and watch Minecraft. I'd stay up doing the same thing for hours on end in Minecraft. I'd edit videos for what felt like hours about Minecraft. It had pretty much consumed my life by this point. I'd sink any free time I had into this game and creating entertaining videos. But not having too much to work with on Windows Movie Maker, I needed something a little better. So I purchased Filmora, a cheaper and easy-to-use editing software that leveled up my editing skills even more. It ran miserably, so I looked into the cheapest option, which seemed to be building a computer, and being a kid with little to no money and no way of getting a real job, I took any job I could get. So I worked and worked and worked, and after a year of saving up money, I was finally able to build the computer of my dreams. Having this machine sit in front of me, I felt proud. a mid-ranged gaming PC that could do anything I asked, and I quickly fell in love with this idea of building computers. Around this time, Minecraft had received one of its biggest announcements yet. There had been rumors going around that PC and console versions of the game might become cross-compatible. These rumors have been going around for a while, but really started to look believable around this time. And soon enough, the rumors were true. Minecraft Bedrock Edition was announced to launch on September 20th, 2017. A version of the game that had cross-compatibility not only between PC and console, but VR and mobile devices as well. This changed everything. So many questions came up on if Java would be dropped, or how the crossplay function would work, or if servers were even a major possibility now on other devices. We had seen servers on mobile before, but not like this. And this version of Minecraft is what we see today. A refined, mainstreamed version of Minecraft, allowing you to play with your friends using any device. It's an idea that was dreamed of when I started playing the game, so to see it come to life in any way at all is a sight to see. But around this time as well, Minecraft's most controversial update had been released, their combat update. This changed everything when it came to any combat-based games. No longer did we have this fast-paced and simple-to-understand combat system, we had this slow, difficult-to-understand, overhauled replacement. Most new players didn't understand it, most older players hated it, and it was forced into 1.9. You couldn't escape it. So many of us stuck with good old 1.8.9, and it created the biggest divide we had ever seen in their player base. But the more and more this game received updates, the more confusing it got. There were so many things added to the game that made me lose interest. So I went back again and revisited the first Minecraft servers I had played on, and they didn't keep me engaged for very long either. I couldn't enjoy the game anymore, and so I left. Minecraft today is Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and just like the name, it's the disappointing reality you have to face once you reach rock bottom on your hour-long search for diamonds. A once dreamed of version of the game where everybody can play together turned Minecoin-infested, live service-riddled corpse that they keep beating for money. There's no longer this humble feeling you get when opening the menu. There's no welcome message or updates on what's new. Instead, you get advertisement after advertisement. You have to buy your favorite texture packs. You have to buy your own character costumes and emotes. Half the fun of Minecraft, simply making it yours, was ripped right from under us and monetized on. This isn't Minecraft. This is rock bottom. So I plugged in my Xbox 360, cleaned off my copy of Minecraft, and pressed the power button on the controller for the first time in years, and it all came rushing back. All these worlds, all these memories, just sitting there exactly how I remembered them. I found some old worlds I used to play with my sisters. I found original faction servers with misspellings everywhere. I even found the world for my first video I ever made. The instant part of the explosion doesn't work anymore, but it's exactly how I remembered it. There were some worlds that people griefed and others I didn't even remember having, and sadly, most are still lost to time. One world, which could be close to impossible to getting back, was a Hunger Games map I made on my original PS3. We built a ton of structures and added new things whenever we felt inspired. That world meant a lot to me. When my beagle Rupert passed away, I wasn't sure how to deal with it. This was my first time dealing with loss to this scale. The only thing I wanted to do in that moment was to be happy, and I felt like the only way to do that was to see him again. So I made him a memorial in this world. While going back to all these worlds I had growing up and finding older lost pieces of me, I ended up finding one scrap left from this world, and it was the only piece of the world I needed to see again. Looking back at things today, Minecraft started off as a simple game. It wasn't meant to be this complicated mess it turned out to be. There were no faction servers, there were no redstone contraptions, or any abundance of items in your inventory. It was simple. You started from nothing and created whatever you wanted. This philosophy has very obviously drifted away. Things have to become more complicated and interesting because the community is yearning for more complicated and interesting mechanics, just as I was years prior. So Minecraft may not be what it was today, and this could be nostalgia getting in the way, but the simplicity of Minecraft will always shine through. with its beautiful worlds, simple inventory system, and a timeless soundtrack that still captures its original idea of simplicity. And all it takes is one creative mind to spark something new. Like all of you, I have a lot of sides. I've always wanted to make the world a better place. From making my family smile, to helping my friends during rough times, to donating most of my money to charity growing up. Helping others has always made me feel complete, and this has always been a part of me since I was a small kid. Maybe part of me would still exist without Minecraft, but I can't say it would be fully expressed without it. But this game, this work of art, it's led me in a direction that I would have never expected. It's brought me so many places, gave me a place to express so many feelings, gave me so many friends, some that I consider family. This isn't just a game, it's a long and important part of my journey to finding who I was, and thankfully it found me early in life. I would have never found out my passion for gaming, my passion for YouTube, my passion for people. It's a game that brings others together even when it's not around. You don't find a game like this every day, but when you do, it sticks with you forever, and I'm not expecting it to leave me. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this game.